Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. A shocking trade proposal sends Kawhi Leonard to the Miami Heat. Superstar forward Kawhi Leonard is in the news for some unfortunate injury news yet again since he underwent knee surgery and could be out for the start of the season. We still expect Leonard to suit up and play at least 65 games in the 2024-25 NBA season, but there could be a mock trade package available that could see the former Finals MVP end up with the Miami Heat. The Heat are still going all in for the NBA title next season and by acquiring Kawhi Leonard, could create one of the best teams in the NBA. Trade details: Miami Heat receive, Kawhi Leonard. Los Angeles Clippers receive, Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson, Nikola Jovic, 2030 first-round pick, 2031 first-round pick. This mock trade package would shake the NBA landscape and also alter the legacies of some of the players involved on both teams. To entertain this trade idea, let's go through how it would work out for the players and teams involved. By acquiring Kawhi Leonard, the Miami Heat would form an elite defensive trio with Leonard, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo. Kawhi Leonard is widely regarded as one of the best defenders in NBA history, with 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards and 7 All-Defensive Team selections. His ability to lock down the opposing team's best wing scorer is unparalleled, even with his injury concerns. When you pair that with Butler's tenacity and defensive IQ, 5 All-Defensive Team selections, and Adebayo's versatility, who can guard all 5 positions and has also made 5 All-Defensive Teams, the Heat would have a nightmare lineup for opposing offenses. Offensively, this trio would thrive under Erik Spoelstra's system, which emphasizes ball movement and defensive intensity. Leonard, who averaged 23.7 points per game in the 2023-24 season before being sidelined, could easily blend into Miami's offensive schemes, complementing Butler's playmaking and Adebayo's ability to set screens and finish at the rim. Leonard's catch-and-shoot ability, 41.7% from 3 last season, would add a perimeter threat, spreading the floor for Butler and Adebayo to attack the paint. In key moments, the Heat could switch their focus to Leonard's proven playoff scoring ability, where he has averaged 21.3 points per game throughout his postseason career. Furthermore, with Leonard, Butler, and Adebayo, Miami would have a switch-everything defense that could challenge even the most dynamic offenses in the league. This kind of versatility is rare and could propel the Heat back into championship contention. Teams would struggle to score efficiently against a team where nearly every possession features an elite defender capable of forcing turnovers or contesting shots. This might be the most potent defensive big three since the days of the early 2000s Detroit Pistons, making Miami an immediate favorite in the Eastern Conference. Heat fans should be excited if Nikola Jovic delivers on latest promise. When the Miami Heat took Nikola Jovic with the 27th overall pick in the 2022 draft, they knew they were getting a steal. Jovic's limitless potential as a young prospect was attractive to Heat scouts, and they were ready to put in the work to develop him and his skills. This past season displayed encouraging progress in that regard, as the sophomore player earned his way into coach Erik Spoelstra's starting lineup. Jovic was a nice fit alongside Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler to round out their frontcourt. He had the size, length, and versatility at the power forward position that Spoelstra loves. He shot 40% from three-point range this past season, a big improvement from his rookie campaign. The way that he can push pace and handle the ball as a point forward unlocked more strengths within the first unit. His ball handling and playmaking skills is something that has been displayed during FIBA and Olympic runs, but Jovic is looking to make improvements in the paint rather than out on the perimeter. In a recent interview with Ira Winderman of the Sun-Sentinel, he revealed what he worked on heading into his 3rd NBA season. "I would say the biggest thing I was working on the most was when I'm working in the low post, when I have a smaller guy on me, I just have to punish them. That's something I think will help our team a lot," Jovic said. "So I would say that's the main thing for me. other than still being able to spread the floor and everything I already did. His spacing and transition skills are what stood out the most from Jovic's sophomore season. However, it is a welcome sign for Heat fans to see that the 21-year-old is looking to take more advantage of his 6'10" length on the court. He already provides some solid rim pressure when going downhill, but has yet to show much experience with his back to the basket. Jovic is a solid size to have in Miami's power rotation, but has yet to really showcase that size by punishing smaller guys in the paint. His awareness of this notion is encouraging to see, as Heat fans are still far away from witnessing the peak of Jovic's game. There is so much upside and progression that is still in the works with a player of his age. Getting some playoff starter reps under his belt this past postseason should only benefit Jovic. It was clear that Spoelstra put trust into his abilities, and hopefully that experience can get carried over into the new 2024-25 season. He was able to get through his initial learning curve since coming into the NBA, but now he needs to take his opportunity from a year ago and run with it. Jovic should be a strong candidate to continue starting in the frontcourt moving forward. Except this time with more improvements to his inside game to pair with the versatility he already possesses. Miami Heat legend makes one bold suggestion that the team is fed up with Jimmy Butler. Former Miami Heat star Tim Hardaway Sr. recently chimed in on his former team's situation and claimed that Pat Riley is miffed with Jimmy Butler. Hardaway said this during his recent All the Smoke podcast episode, as he agrees with Riley's stance on the mercurial forward's availability and antics. The former five-time NBA All-Star believes that the last straw for the Miami Heat's godfather was when Butler trolled the Boston Celtics and New York Knicks after the team suffered a first-round exit during the postseason. "I was waiting on that," Hardaway said. "I knew something was going to happen. I told some people, I said, Pat gon' talk this year, especially he's tired of a lot of things that are going on with the team. He's tired of Jimmy Butler. More so, if Jimmy didn't say anything about other teams when you're not playing, it would have been alright. But when you came out and said that, yeah, he's probably talking about both of them, Butler and Tyler Herro, but I think he's really talking to Butler directly," he added. Jimmy Butler will earn roughly $48.8 million in annual salary next season before he can trigger his $52.4 million player option in the summer of 2025. Pat Riley and company are hesitant to give Butler a new contract extension because the 35-year-old hasn't played at least 65 regular season games while wearing a Miami Heat uniform. The six-time NBA All-Star is coming off his worst statistical regular season campaign in South Beach, averaging 20.8 points, 5.3 rebounds, 5.0 assists, and 1.3 steals in 60 regular season games. Jimmy Butler didn't play in the playoffs after he injured his knee during the play-in tournament. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Jimmy Butler? Leave your opinion in the comments.